The victims of the Uvalde school shooting are on the minds of lawmakers at the Texas Capitol today. Within just the past hour, the House of Representatives initially passed 2 school safety bills.
KVUE's Isabella Basco live at the Texas Capitol this evening. Isabella, one of those bills would require every public and charter school in Texas to have at least one armed security officer on campus.
That's right, Brian. That is probably the most controversial provision to be offered up in House Bill 3, but that, along with HB 13, offers several other things to keep kids safe, from more funding to more training. Now, under House Bill 3, every public and charter school campus will have to have at least one armed security officer. That could be a school district police officer, commissioned police officer, school marshal, or school district employee who has completed school safety training. It requires districts to have an emergency operations plan, and every campus undergo an intruder detection audit. Now, to determine whether an intruder gained unauthorized access to a district campus, lawmakers offered 21 amendments today. Some of those prohibit the security officer from arresting students unless it's related to an emergency, and requires districts to have one mental health professional on campus for every armed security officer. The bill drew some passionate support and opposition.
Schools deserve the right tools to protect themselves and the best technology available. By dedicating a portion of the $1.6 billion set aside for school safety in the House supplemental appropriation, Texas will be supporting schools with these needed investments.
Expecting a teacher to confront and neutralize an active shooter is unrealistic and frankly absurd. Putting a teacher in a position to possibly have to shoot their own student it's just incredible that we're even having this conversation today.
The bill initially passed 122 to 19. It'll be taken up again tomorrow for a third and final vote. Now, lawmakers also initially passed House Bill 13 that would require public and charter schools employees who work with students to undergo mental health first aid training to learn how to recognize and help students. And if voters approve, it will create a grant program allowing districts to apply for money for school safety infrastructure and school security officers. Now, that bill passed with lawmakers offering at least 10 amendments. One amendment would require that a school district peace officer or a school resource officer undergo active shooter response training program at least once in a 4-year time period. Now, the House will take up another vote before it goes to the Senate. Brian and Ashley.
Thanks, Isabella. Now, over in the Senate, the upper chamber passed Senate Bill 2407, allowing retired police officers and honorably discharged veterans to be school marshals without requiring them to have a license to carry. And to increase the number of marshals on a campus, the bill also allows for a school marshal training program to be offered on Saturdays during the school year. Senate Bill 2407 now goes to the House.
The Senate also initially passed Senate Bill 763 by Senator Mays Middleton to allow school districts to hire chaplains to perform the duties of school counselors. Now, the chaplains under this bill would be paid for the out-of-district school safety funding. The chaplains would not have to be certified by the State Board for Educator Certification. In comparison, school counselors must complete graduate education, additional testing, and have classroom teaching experience to be a school counselor currently. Chaplains hired for this position would be allowed to skip all of that. This bill still needs one more vote in the Senate before it goes to the House.